between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think he'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And the Rams sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And they only scored 7 points in their last game, and that's absolutely not going to cut it in the NFL because points, they have to be scored in order to win. They've got to find a way to generate some more offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Stafford's going to take it himself. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Monday.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Nagar's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Seahawks 14, Rams 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The kick
Seattle.
unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
53, ready.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
22!
Stafford. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Hey, 22!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Right, 22! Stop!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their effort.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 21, Rams 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, boys, here we go.
Now it's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 7.
Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Operating from the gun. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. Touchdown, Rams. Robbie Anderson from 3 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for Rams.
Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Stafford on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching.
Not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Penny, the first down carry. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Now Stafford.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
Akers, back-to-back catches.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
and goal at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again at Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. A beast of the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down.